Okay, here we are in Georgia. Savannah's getting married. Now, Savannah is the young girl on the left side of the camera that is in, and the little more mature lady is Michelle on the right. And so,
my husband.
And of course, I'm her husband talking. So, and that's one of the patrons of the restaurant that we're in. Anyway, so how did you guys meet, basically? Come together, because we're 2,000 miles away from here.
Yes, you are. You're a long way from home. I submitted my story to Michelle and Joe's nonprofit organization for marriages that are in crisis, and was just hoping that someone could help give me any kind of advice and comfort through the tough season that I was in.
So you were facing marriage difficulties, and then you picked up the phone. And how did you find, basically, really quick? How did you find the ministry? Offhand, do you remember?
I read a book, which I can't remember it right now. Something about living separated by Linda.
Oh, by Linda Brooks.
Linda Brooks.
Yes,
Her book.
yes.
Linda Brooks' book.
Hope
Yes.
For this.
Hope for the
Broken
separated.
Heart.
Broken-hearted.
Broken-hearted. Oh gosh, she's gonna kill me.
So that book mentioned your nonprofit organization in the back of it, and so I googled it and I read about the company, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is my answer to finding some help and some just advice on what to do. And so there was an area where you could submit your story and what you were looking for and what you needed. And I just expected somebody in the company at some point to, thanks for reaching out to us, we appreciate it. But I actually got a phone call from Michelle.
And what was so funny is when I would call Savannah, and as soon as we just connected right away on the phone. And so I told her I would be her support partner because she wanted to go through the workbook. And so we set up a meeting time once a week. And we would do Zoom together. And what was so funny is that we started talking after the original phone call. Then we would talk in the middle of the week, and I would say to her, I only have half an hour. But about an hour and a half later, we'd still be on the phone because she was, there were times when I was multitasking, walking around the house talking. She wanted to save her marriage so bad. She was so insistent. But you know what happened through that whole thing is I watched your walk with the Lord grow in leaps and bounds. I prayed that your marriage would be saved. But I didn't know if it would.
Right, of
and
course.
of course,
Well, the book definitely says it can be saved, but it doesn't mean it will be.
The main marriage, I guess, ministry-wise, just a little input from me, is the marriage between you and Jesus. That's
Right.
the main ministry marriage,
what
and if we could keep you focused in that direction, the Lord would take care of the rest.
That's exactly right. And I think that had I not found that, where I was struggling with is my marriage was falling apart, thinking that I could fix the whole thing or fix his part. And really what I ended up finding is that I could only fix my part. And so I started working on me. And during that season, I learned that I wanted more than anything for that to be saved. But I learned that the only thing that I could control was me, and a lot of that too, I found in me trying to fix it was me trying to control it. That was a lot of
Amen.
it.
yeah.
Amen.
So when everything ended, and your ex-husband now has already remarried.
Yes.
And when I got a phone call about a year ago, which was a long time after we went through the workbook together, but I got a call that she had met somebody, and Frankie was being mentored. He had a mentor. He was growing in the Lord. I was her mentor, and she said, I really need to talk to you. I need some advice. And we started talking about dating after the marriage. And I was a little nervous, and I kept giving her ways out. And I even told her at one point, I said, we're going to end up being at your wedding, because my brother, I found out, lives an hour away, so we're going to be here. I said, at any time, don't feel like you have to go through with this if you ever see something that you feel that you can't.
Yeah.
So I am so appreciative that you were willing to walk with the Lord, stay focused on God, call when you have questions. I mean, I have a feeling this is just going to be ongoing.
Yeah.
But now they're blending two beautiful girls that Frankie has and two wonderfully handsome little boys.
We've
that are
gone from a
yours.
family of 3 separated, or each to a blended family of 6 now.
Well, that's how the Lord blesses.
Amazing. It's amazing that we've got a big dinner table. It's a huge blessing from the Lord.
So after you get married tomorrow, we'll just take a little video of you guys and we'll talk about
Okay.
it. Love you. I'm so glad you're
Right.
here.
All right, there you go. That's 2 of them.
Thank you. Frankie and Savannah.
You may kiss the prospective bride.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is the night before the wedding, and we are so excited, and they've worked so hard to do this God's way, and we're blessed to be here. We love you guys.